Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors,
including real hunting and fishing situations involving wildlife.
Now, we do our best each week to bring you tasteful content,
but viewer discretion is advised.
Now, enjoy the show.
We begin our show this week by heading to the Gumboro Service Center for the Delaware Whitetail Open.
Scorchy Tawes takes us to Snow Hill to meet the men keeping Delmarva chimneys in tip-top shape.
We head back to Gumboro to wrap up the 2023 Delaware Whitetail Open with the awards presentation.
And we'll head up to Clayton to meet the latest recipient of the WBOC Mountaire Farm to Table Scholarship, McKenna Vest.
Outdoors Delmarva starts right now.
Welcome to Outdoors Delmarva, the show that celebrates our communities, our cultures and traditions, and the places we call home. My name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hicks.
Lauren, how was your Thanksgiving?
Well, it was so good. I had plenty of food, and my kiddo was really good at his great-grandparents, even though they have a bunch of knickknacks. So it was good. How was yours?
Mine was excellent. Thank you for asking, except that every time someone mentioned the word pie, I went running for another room because I kind of had a feeling that somebody was going to hit me in the face with one.
Well, all I can really say about that is pie!
Ah!
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here's Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
The 2023 Delaware Whitetail Open just wrapped up a couple of weeks ago, and we had so much fun that we wanted to bring you an extended look at the entire tournament.
But before we head out to the stands, we've got to get ourselves registered. So we're off to the Gumboro Service Center.
There were 4 evenings to register for the Delaware Whitetail Open, taking place the week before the competition started. There was a $50 entry fee, which puts hunters in a daily doe competition and the weekly heaviest doe. $25 for buck Calcuttas, which includes buck with the most points and heaviest buck. And $25 for a youth entry for those 15 years old and under. You can also enter a 4-man team into the competition for $100. The team competition takes the top 4 heaviest does of the week from your team and hopefully lands you on the leaderboard.
Along with those participants trying to cash in each night with their respective deer, there are other ways to close out the tournament a winner. Between the raffle items donated by local sponsors, a 50-50 drawing, and even some free swag, the Delaware Whitetail Open delivers the goods. And what's even better is that you know the money you're spending is going to supporting a community that promotes conservation while instilling the ideals of Delmarva traditions onto the next generation. So it was an easy decision for me to not only enter this year's tournament, but also put in a few bucks for the 50-50, because you can't win if you don't play. And while there's plenty of food and conversation each night to keep you entertained while waiting for the next truck to come in, sometimes you have to break out the toys and make some new friends. It was a great opening weekend for all involved, but Lauren and I needed to get ourselves involved, so we'll get geared up and head out into the woods for the Outdoors Delmarva night.
We've got more from the 2023 Delaware Whitetail Open when Outdoors Delmarva returns.
Plus, we make sure your chimneys are Santa Claus ready in this week's Remembering Scorchy Tawes.
Outdoors Delmarva presented by Gateway Subaru. We'll be right back.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
We now continue with our coverage of the 2023 Delaware Whitetail Open.
And if you're going to have an Outdoors Delmarva night, you'd better get yourself outdoors.
Well, the 2023 Delaware Whitetail Open is underway. We are here at the Gumboro Service Station. I am here with Kyle Brown. Kyle, Monday night, the Outdoors Delmarva night is underway, and that means that we're kind of about the halfway mark.
Yep.
What are your feelings so far?
could not be happy with how the event's going. We keep joking that every night feels like a slow night, and then 7:30 comes and there's 20 deer, and then 8:30 comes and there's 30 deer. So it's been incredible, and it's been even better to see all the kids. Just so many kids in and out of here showing off deer, smiles from ear to ear, so it's been a lot of fun. So I was checking the other day, and 2 years ago we sat at 109. Last year we sat 112 total hunters, and this year we stopped at 190 hunters. 36 of those being kids. Last year we had 9 kids.
We hadn't seen a deer all night, and all of a sudden one popped out. We had about 4 or 5 minutes left of light. Checked it out in the binoculars, and then here come another bigger one. So we had about 2 or 3 minutes left of light. So I looked back at Lauren, "Are you ready?" And we made it happen. This is my first doe this season and first doe of the tournament.
Now, last night when we were in the stand, Gary, you still shake, you still get the jitters.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you're not getting that, you might as well quit hunting. 93.7, I think. Yeah, not as big as we thought it was, but it still got us on the board.
The amount of community support that I'm seeing and that you guys are seeing on a year-to-year basis to increase like this, that's really got to make your dad proud.
Yeah, it's something I can't even explain. Just the amount of people that support us before the tournament even starts. The sponsor banner is 3 times the size of what it was just 2 years ago. People started sponsoring the event 2 months ago and wanted to give and wanted to get gifts and wanted to be a part of it and just wanted to have their name associated with it. So I couldn't be happier with all the people. The amount of people that come every night and just hang out and help out and donate their time and effort. It certainly is not run without all those people.
The Outdoors Delmarva night sure was a lot of fun, but there's still more to come from the 2023 Delaware Whitetail Open.
Now, before we go to break, we have a few questions for you.
Did you know the first turkey trot was held on Thanksgiving Day in 1896 in Buffalo, New York, and it was only attended by 6 people?
Did you know that more than 750,000 people signed up for official turkey trots across America last year?
And did you know that 661 people dressed up as turkeys in 2011 for the Dallas Turkey Trot and set a new Guinness World Record?
Now you do.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back. This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
'Tis the season for fireplaces, stockings, Yule logs.
Now, before you get too carried away, Scorchy Tawes is here to remind us that a well-maintained chimney isn't just for the convenience of those with white beards and red suits.
Honoring the life and legacy of Scorchy Tawes, thanks to Shorts Marine in Long Neck, Delaware. Shorts Marine, everything but the water.
For those who burn wood, it's the time of year for a visit from your friendly chimney sweep, if in fact he hasn't already been. He could very well be the buffer between a cozy, snuggly winter by the fireplace and a damaging chimney fire inspired by the demon creosote.
The only way you can really tell, you have to get in there and inspect it.
Gene Bailey and son-in-law Tony Hall of Snow Hill form a chimney sweeping partnership. It is not a job for wimps.
Most chimney sweeps, we'd say, were about half nuts. You have to be half crazy and half squirrel.
Mentality and agility aside, we wondered what causes creosote buildups.
It comes because a stove is not burnt hot enough. It's a safety factor of burning the stove hot, reduces the creosote buildup entirely. It's very hard in burning an insert to burn it properly where you keep the creosote down. The only secret behind burning wood is to burn it hot.
Gene went on to say that red oak, white oak, and hickory are the best woods to burn. And by all means, your fireplace should be cleaned regularly.
A good rule of thumb, as far as a fireplace is concerned, is after 3 to 5 cords of wood have been burnt. It should at least be checked at that point. A wood stove, fireplace inserts, they must be cleaned a minimum of once a year.
Chimney cleaning has come a long way since ancient days. In those days of yore, white geese, tied with rope, were dropped down chimneys where their frantic wing flapping would knock the chimney free of debris. But among many modern-day sweeps, what has not changed is the traditional garb worn by English sweeps since the 1700s, top hats and tails.
It's just a tradition, more or less, and let's face it, it is a very good advertising gimmick.
Scorchy Tawes, one in our Delmarva land for WBOC News.
Remembering Scorchy Tawes is presented by Shorts Marine, online at shortsmarine.com.
We're going to flip through the photo album right now and take a look at your latest pictures.
Thanks to our friends at North Bay Marina.
The Ruark family sure does know how to reel them in on the Nanacoke.
13-year-old Ethan Oakley of Salisbury harvested this 4-point piebald in Somerset County.
10-year-old Landon Smith shows off the stunning 9-pointer he harvested during youth weekend.
11-year-old Tristan Sipes of Georgetown had some pretty good success during his youth day hunt.
16-year-old Avery Merrick of Nanacoke proudly shows off this magnificent buck she harvested.
Tyner Passwaters harvested this monster in Royal Oak. Nice work, Tyner.
8-year-old Jay Smith and his older brother Landon of Mount Vernon posed with the does they harvested.
Wyatt Crockett went out with his dad Matt in Greenwood and harvested this spectacular buck.
Bryce Patricella harvested this 7-pointer during youth weekend on the family farm in Milford.
And Ken Fullerton shares with us this screech owl hanging out at Prime Hook National Wildlife Refuge.
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by North Bay Marina.
And now it's time to take a look at the Mount of the Week.
Brought to us by Longhorn Butcher and Taxidermy in Pittsville.
If you've ever been to the shop in Pittsville, you've seen this stunning mount keeping a close watch over things.
For all your butcher and taxidermy needs, contact Spencer at 410-422-3942.
Outdoors Delmarva presented by Gateway Subaru. We'll be right back.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
We're headed back to the Gumboro Service Center to wrap up our coverage of the 2023 Delaware Whitetail Open.
Now let's see who's taking home the trophies. Jason, you consider cash a trophy, right?
Oh, Lauren, cash is always a trophy in my book.
I told Taylor when we were doing money that there's no way I'd get through this without choke it up. The last thanks that I have is to my dad. He's the reason that most of us are here right now. He started this a long, long time ago with Ray Ellis. He laid the foundation for what we're doing right now, and as long as I'm alive, it will continue to happen. Thanks, Dad. Some of the best memories that we have of him are what all of you parents did this week. So keep doing it. I say that to say that whatever the youth get tonight has nothing to do with what you guys did with them this week. I talked to Jay and DW this week, and the money will never matter. What they did with you guys and them sitting in the stands with you is something they'll remember forever. Trust me, as a kid who doesn't have their parent here anymore to do it with, keep doing it every single time you can do it. Please do it with them. All right, all the thank yous are out of the way. Let's start giving away money. Tonight, because of all of you and sponsors, we're gonna give away almost $25,000 in cash and prizes.
It was a long shot. We were sitting in a ditch. I had to get myself on the board to get something. I took the shot, hit him. It went like 5-10 yards, and it was small, 45 pounds. Boom. If anyone else could come down here, definitely come down here. It's such a fun thing to come and do.
The Delaware Whitetail Open is all about reconnecting with those friends and family that make our local hunting community such a special group.
How was it just saying you were in tonight, Jason? How was the comfort level there?
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a little warm when we first got in there, but as we opened the windows up and we let nature bask us in its glory, we felt the coolness of Mother Nature as the sun began to set low below the horizon.
What a beautiful sight. What a beautiful sight.
Kyle is quick to give thanks to others who helped put the Whitetail Open on, but without Kyle carrying on his father's vision, none of us would be here.
Kyle right here, let's give him a round of applause. He's on the run for city.
Congratulations to all who made the 2023 Delaware Whitetail Open such a huge success. We're already making plans to go back next year, and we hope you do too.
Still to come on the show, we'll meet the November recipient of the WBOC Mountaire Farm to Table Scholarship when Outdoors Delmarva returns.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, Higher Standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine and Bell Creek Equipment.
We are proud to partner with Mountaire Farms to honor Delmarva High School seniors who have a passion for agriculture or the culinary arts.
Let's meet the November recipient of the WBOC Mountaire Farm to Table Scholarship, Delaware Military Academy's McKenna Vest.
I think that time management is like the first thing that comes to my mind. And I think that the time management came from working with the animals. Like I had to manage my time with their weights and their feeding schedule and putting them on the treadmill. And I think like that all like balanced out into like my academics and playing volleyball and like just balancing everything that's on top of that, and then the dedication on top of it, like being dedicated to what you love. And I think you have to have a passion for what you love in order to be dedicated to it and want to pursue it.
As an almost 3-year-old, she exhibited her first animal at the Delaware State Fair, and I have that picture very vividly in my mind. Doing exactly what Mom had coached her to do. And that has not changed in all these years. You know, there are oftentimes somebody has a good animal and you want that animal to appear their very best in a show ring, and you go find somebody that's good to show it. And there are many people who would love to have McKenna Vest on the halter. You know, not nervous, not excited, just very calm and easy, and just does it right. And you know, presents that animal to its best advantage.
Her family's rooted in the dairy industry for many generations, but it's been really fun to watch McKenna's passion for livestock grow and evolve, and so that has looked like she has taken on more species and more species successfully as she's matured and grown up. So she started with dairy cattle and evolved into goats and picked up sheep projects along the way. And as she's done that, she has tackled each one with the same level of passion and integrity and dedication. It's not just for her about the show ring, but it's about the care of the animal on the backside, learning the science, learning how to manage those animals best, not just how to present them best in the show ring.
I think sustainable agriculture is like the thing that comes to my mind automatically. Like just keeping this industry alive, because what do we really want to know a world without ag? And like without it, like where are we gonna be? Like everything that we eat, everything that we drink has something to do with ag, and I think that we just need to sustain it for like years and years to come.
McKenna Vest, for your commitment to feeding the world like we do at Mountaire Farms, it's my pleasure to present to you the WBOC Mountaire Farm to Table Scholarship Award. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, McKenna. To learn more about the Farm to Table Scholarship or to nominate a student, search Farm to Table at WBOC.com.
Thank you so much for watching. Keep sending in those photos by emailing outdoors@WBOC.com and give us as much information as possible so that we can feature them here on the show.
And don't forget to scan that QR code.
We hope to see you right back here again next week. But until then, my name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch, and we hope to see you
Outdoors Delmarva.
Outdoors Delmarva, a Draper Media production, is presented by Gateway Subaru, Higher Standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine and Bell Creek Equipment.